Samuel Development, and this is my 202nd weekly update. Gonna kind of blast through this because I'm tired and my AC is currently out, so it's a rough night. Let's just leave it at that. So this is the first week of the Russian squat program. So far the squats have been going, they've been going, let's just put it that way. So far I haven't failed anything, which is good, but it hasn't been easy, which is also good. It shouldn't be. I went in, said that my total was 400, my 1 rep max, which in reality it was 395 is the best I've ever done. But I just put 5 pounds on it because I'm crazy. So I went with that, and in that, it made my weekly numbers a little bit higher, which is fine, and I'm getting through it. It's one of those things that it's, I made my bed, I'm going to sleep in it. Tough road, still got one more day to get through week 1 tomorrow. In terms of pressing and everything, the first day of pressing went a little rough, and then my second day of pressing went better, and sort of the same thing happened with deadlifts. I deadlifted on Monday, and then today on Friday. Day 1 went okay, and then today went better, but when I went to do my pull-ups for the day, I was gassed. I had nothing left. I think it was a little bit of a lack of sleep thing. I had a bad sleep last night, and it doesn't look like tonight's going to be much better. But that actually brings me to a topic of things like pre-workouts and stuff like that, because I know a lot of people tend to take like pre-workout every single time before they work out, and caffeine is one of those stimulants and one of those drugs that every time you use it becomes less and less effective, and it doesn't really matter if you put a shit ton more every single time. Its usefulness becomes less and less and less lessened. So I try to limit my use of caffeine to 2 to 3 times a week at the most, and sometimes I even try to do even less, and even that little bit is still going to make my tolerance to it, gain. It can take up to a month, sometimes even 2 months, for caffeine to totally reset inside your system. So it's one of those things that you should really try not to abuse too much. Really only use it on days you're planning to go really heavy, or when you really, really, really need it. And that's kind of a personal accountability thing, just some advice from me. Like, I was tired today, but I knew I was doing lighter deadlifts and then pull-ups. And even going in there, I was like, even if I don't do the pull-ups, as long as I get through the light deadlifts, it'll be enough of a stimulation of my, nervous system and my muscles that I'm fine with that. Even if I'm too tired, to go do the pull-ups. And when I went to do the pull-ups, it's just the shoulders didn't feel right, nothing felt good. So I said, you know what, it's not going to kill me to skip this today. And that's where I'm at with that. But my main point is be honest with yourself. If you don't actually really need a little bit of a boost, don't waste your time building a tolerance when you could have used it to potentially help yourself on one of your heavier days. So that's just a little snippet of advice. If you don't take it, I'm fine with that, actually. Now that I don't care if you do or don't, but try not to abuse caffeine. And if you do, then what's your excuse?